The goal was never to make the most money. The goal is to live your best life your way. Have you ever thought to yourself, I really need to take the time to learn more about how to manage my investments wisely? Maybe you're someone who's recently experienced a loss of a spouse by choice or circumstance. Maybe you have a partner, but you're the one who researches the financial decisions in your household and you'd like to learn how to better manage your wealth. Maybe you've been thinking of retiring or at least rewiring to a new chapter in life, but you're not sure where the income will come from if you do retire. If any of these thoughts have run across your mind as you go through your busy day, then you've come to the right place. I'm Glory Gray, and I'm excited to introduce you to my upcoming new podcast, Women's Wealth Canada. In this podcast, we'll talk about many of the challenges and opportunities women just like you are facing. We'll speak with experts who can answer your questions about money in all the areas of your life. Questions like, how do I provide a legacy for my children and grandchildren? And how do I teach them about using money as a tool in their lives? How do I protect my investments in retirement and keep my taxes low? And of course, the 5 things you always wanted to know about investing, but were afraid to ask. And we'll do all of this by sharing stories of people who've been there, planning for their next life chapter. So why this podcast? I have a busy practice as a financial advisor on Vancouver Island. Why this subject and why now? Over the years, most of my clientele have been women. There's something different about the relationship we women have when it comes to talking about sensitive subjects like money. Some of my male advisor buddies and I noticed that there's nothing that frightens some men more than having a woman who has just come through a life-changing event like losing a spouse walk into that male advisor's office and start crying, even though it's natural. I had the opposite experience. Nothing made me feel more helpful and close to a client than having her walk into my office after a life-changing event like losing a spouse and start crying, because it's natural. And she knows I'm on her side and will help her through this, and I'm going to teach her as we go. And I have a big Kleenex box. Any society that spends particular attention to its educating its women, and that includes educating them about money, makes that society stronger for generations to come. So that's why I started this podcast, to educate the women of Canada about money. And there's something unique about podcasts. Do you remember when ebooks took off? It was back when the book 50 Shades of Grey came out. Do you remember that? That book helped the exponential growth of ebooks that year. If you don't remember it, it was racy. It was a racy book. And women were all over were reading this book in secret, but in public, without the fear of being judged by the cover of the book, because you can't see the cover of an ebook. And that's what I hope this podcast can be for you. It will be our time together. You can get all your questions answered about money without the fear of being judged by others. So plug in your headphones or close your car windows if you're out and about, and let's get started. Download and subscribe to Women's Wealth Canada on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. See you there. For more tips, go to our website, womenswealth.ca. That's womenswealth.ca. If you have a question you'd like answered in a future episode, or you'd like to get a hold of me, Glory, to schedule a free financial consultation, send us an email at hello@womenswealth.ca.
This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be construed as investment, tax, or legal advice. It is not an offer to sell or buy or an endorsement, recommendation, or sponsorship of any entity or security cited. Mutual funds offered through Portfolio Strategies Corporation. Other products and services provided through Lori Gray Wealth Solutions.